What is going on, everybody? Joey here with DK Oldies. Let's switch it up today. Thought we'd start off with a little bit of a shop tour. It's been a bit. Thought I'd walk you guys around, show you some of the different departments we're at. Oh, did I forget the date? Wednesday, May 28th today, and a shop tour day. Plus, we're going to be opening up a new collection coming up at the end of the stream, seeing some of the latest stuff that's coming into the shop here at DK Oldies. Plus, we got a t-shirt sale running today. I don't know if you guys knew, but we've got all kinds of cool t-shirts, hats, mugs, all kinds of novelties like that. And today we've got t-shirt sale, save up to 50%. I think we got a t-shirt we mark way down. It's like $9. So it's all up at the website, DKOldies.com. I got a link right there on the homepage. It'll take you to it. Okay. Let's start off the tour. I'm going to start it right here. And I'm also going to be, you know what I noticed? A lot of people watch the stream, but are listening to it, whether they're at work or replay it later as a podcast. It's up on Spotify. And for people who can't see, I'm just going to do a little bit more describing today of what I'm seeing for my viewers who are my listeners. Okay, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for sharing. That's right, before I get into it, let me just remind you, giveaways coming up here in just a few minutes. To be entered in the giveaway, share the post, comment in the chat that you shared. For my Facebook viewers, gets you entered in the giveaway. It's coming up here soon. Okay, this one caught my eye right off the bat. Looks like an order here at the shipping floor. It's getting ready to ship out. A couple different Wiimotes, a bunch of them actually. And look at this cool controller order here. GameCube controllers. Cool looking green N64, Indigo GameCube. We are standing in the shipping floor. I'm in the middle of the shipping floor right now. There's Jordan over there. He's got the cool green DK Oldies shirt on. Oh, that one could be on sale too. He's packing up boxes. He runs this department. And Jordan's great. I work with him a lot here. He helps me gather the orders that I ship out every day. Here's what a station looks like. Bubble wrap up on the wheel. Packing paper here as well, fills up the empty space in boxes. And then here's a shipping table, comes up to about my hip. And there's different envelopes that the games can go in. We have a couple different sizes. I think they're still called a 0 for the smallest, a 2 for this one, and a 4 for this one. Then there's also flat rate padded envelopes. And the shipping manager, Jordan over there, decides what the things will get shipped out in. Underneath each station is an array of boxes. When they finish up the boxes that are down here, when they run out of a size, they go over to an area where we store all the boxes and refill it. There's stuff like tape guns, rubber bands. What's this? Don't know. And then here's one of the hoppers that gets filled up with the packages. So as you can see, Jordan over there is working on boxes. Those go off into a different area. But small boxes and mailers all fit in one of these things. Tons of orders in there. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you guys. Hi, Gary. Thank you for sharing, Spencer. I'm going to do my best to continue narrating as we continue the tour, but I will be glancing down and checking out your comments down there. There's Christian. Let me see. It looks like he's working on a PlayStation controller. And see that hopper thing that Jordan was just using? That's filled up with packing peanuts, and you squeeze the tube on it and it dispenses the packing peanuts down into the box. Every once in a while we have to lower it from the ceiling and refill it up with more nuts. Okay, so this is a quick glimpse at the shipping floor. Let's continue on to our next department. Over here is the opening department. This is where all the collections come in every day. Look how many boxes. This was between yesterday and today. They've got a lot to push out today. That's wild. And then what they do here is they open up the new collections and all the games go up onto a cart like this. Some Castlevania stuff, Super Nintendo. Looks like they've got a little box to store the smaller stuff in. And there's a couple different stations. Here's one right here that people open at. Here's another. And there's even a third station down there. And then these guys handle are part of the buying team. They handle the buying. I can just see Cole peeking up over his monitors. You guys have been long-term watchers. You remember this guy. We would do the streams together sometimes. Now he's far too important, and he's over here in the buying team. But don't worry, we'll grab him again. How are things going here today, Cole?
It's going good, Joey.
Oh, you're Yoo-Hoo. We were talking about. Cole
Joey
picked up
actually, Let them know. Tell them you never had a Yoo-hoo.
I've never had a Yoo-hoo, and Cole has been singing their praises. So chat, let me know which one of us is crazy, the Yoo-hoo drinker or the not Yoo-hoo?
It's Joe.
Okay. All right, Cole, I'm continuing on. Steve over here, he runs the department. Cool figures they've got at their desk. Look at this, Gears of War stuff, Mortal Kombat. All right, so coming up into this next section, the buying team blends over here into the repairs department. There's Brandon, handheld extraordinaire. He fixes the majority of the handhelds we've got here. Looks like there's some PSPs on the table, Nintendo DS's waiting to get fixed. Oh, you see those right there in the bags that have yet to be sealed up? That's probably what he finished up today. Here is just an example of one of the stations. Oh, this is cool. This is a little voltmeter, and you turn it on. I don't know exactly how it works, but then you'd be touching circuits, or you can test a battery in a game by touching these things to the battery, and then it comes up here and gives you a reading, letting you know how much strength there is left in it. This is a cool item here. See this blue thing? I think this heats up. Yeah, so it's like a soldering unit here. This heats up the solder by just blasting out hot air, I think. And then here's the soldering iron part. And see this mesh down here? It's kind of like steel wool, but it's metal. You dip it down into there and it pulls all the hot solder off of your tool to keep it clean. Wayne, you love Yoo-hoo? All right, well, I might give it a try. Don't tell Cole this. Don't let it, it'll go straight to his head. They also have drills they use. You can see there's a special bit in this one for opening up the systems. Oh, light comes on. Contact cleaner. Interesting. They have a little testing station over here. A bunch of different systems hooked up for testing stuff. And then, oh, look at this. Oh, it says Golden Goose on it. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That's wild. So here I'm looking all the way down into the repairs department. There's Paul over there. If you can see him in his hat, he runs the repairs department here. Looks like they're testing out some Wii systems, it looks like there, and it looks like there's some music playing here on a laptop, Spotify or something. I always think this part's really cool. This is consoles waiting to get repaired. Everything from GameCubes to PlayStations, N64s, Super Nintendo. Super Nintendos often have a problem with the power port on the back. You can kind of see it up here. It'd be that piece right there. You've got to open that up and repair it often. Look at all these lids for Nintendo or for NESs. I don't know why they're all up here. Glancing down more of the repair center. There's Paul back there in his cubby. See, he's working on, oh, a Wii system. Look at all these GameCubes they've got still here to work on. And look at all the Wii U's. It must be Wii U time. One with the Zelda markings on it. Oh, and here, what they do is they put a little sticker on it that explains what the problem is, so that when it goes to get fixed, they know what the problem is. Something, oh, a scratch in the screen. Like that right there, maybe. This one's neat. It's got like a skin on it as well. Okay. Now let's continue down this side. So does this side show? It does. This is where the accessories come as they're waiting to get tested. So they come from the opening department, which is right over the top. They can come in and put them right in, and then repairs department is able to grab them, fix them all up. And then over here is controller testing station. So you can see tons of controllers fill all these boxes. And these two stations are set up to test the games and make sure the controllers are working. Looks like more controller boxes over there. Okay, let's continue down. Heading past GameCube games, we go down here, down the game wall. We're looking back out onto the shipping floor. Here's that thing with the peanuts in it. You can see them up here. PlayStation games, PS2, PS3, PS4. There's Jordan again, shipping manager. We're walking here past my shipping table. This is where I film most of my stuff. You can see I've got my lights up here. Some other lights here on the sides that I set up at the sides of the table. What's up, Wayne? This would be a dream job for me. Wayne, it really is. There's so many of the departments have such cool stuff going on. Inventory we're gonna get to in just a minute. They get to see all the new stuff that comes in added into stock. Okay, so consoles are all laid out here on the floor. Oh, you know what? Let's take one quick pit stop. I don't get to show off this room very often. This is the room where all the consoles get opened. So once they go down here and get fixed up, down in the repairs department, they get wheeled over here to get cleaned up on the inside, then out here to the cleaning team where they get cleaned up on the outside. Let's just take a quick peek. I can already hear there's a pneumatic air gun that was just blowing back here. Okay, so this is what this looks like back here. Inside that wooden cabinet is the machinery that runs the pneumatic, why am I calling it air guns? Here's one right here. There we go. And here's some of the stuff they have at their stations. Oh, look, it's like some sort of powered drill. Or cleaning brush. Small little handheld screwdriver, electric one. Some more soldering iron stuff back here also. Batteries, this is the type of battery, kind of like a watch battery that a lot of the games take, specifically like the Game Boy games. Nice, Shane, glad you're enjoying the tour. People are always asking, you know, show off more of the shop, and so I'm doing it today. And then back here, like, look at all these consoles that they're working on today. Xbox, PlayStation, PS3, a little bit of everything up here. And you can see right here, we're inside one. And it looks like over here, another cart, a bunch of Wii's getting ready to be worked on. Black ones and red ones in here too. Some switches. Every single one goes through the same process, gets opened up, cleaned out. It can be really cool seeing inside some of the systems too. You just don't get to see that all the time. Okay, let's continue on. A power buffer, I like that, Jenna. Yeah, I could see what that being called that. Zapper guns. Waiting to head off to the cleaning department. Look at that. Bongos, the bongo drums for the GameCube. Same situation. And then here, we're coming up on the cleaning department. There's Austin right there. It looks like he's looking at some Xbox games. Checking them out, make sure it's got the right stuff inside, the right manual, checking every single desk. It's wild. Here is, let's take a look at one of the stations here. So, just a variety of different cleaning supplies go on here. Towels and toothbrushes. People laugh about it, but the toothbrush is one of the most essential cleaning items. It just works so well to get into the grooves of an NES cartridge, or one of the most valuable tools in the cleaning. Screwdrivers. Looks like this thing dispenses alcohol. Do you press on the top of it? Yeah. Okay. The goof off is amazing for getting the sticker residue off of things. Also works for marker. If somebody has marker on a cartridge, this stuff squeezed onto a rag and just kind of run over it. Does a great job. Gloves. Oh, another critical tool. So simple, but the Q-tip. Controllers going through the process here as well. Well, people don't realize, you know, with this stuff being 30, an NES 40 years old, the condition that it comes into the shop in, 40 years old, stored in somebody's garage, it's rough. So all these cleaning steps are critical. Heather's over there, looks like she's replacing the case on a Call of Duty game. And look at all the, let's just take a glance. Look at what they have coming up ahead of them. Oh my gosh. if you can believe it, all waiting to get cleaned. Here's a good example. Look at this copy of Mario 3. All of these Super Nintendo, even down to the handheld stuff. See this marker right here? Good chance that that goof off is going to help clean up that name. Wii games. Look at all these tiny little ones. Each one going to be cleaned by hand. Look at these DS games, making sure those contacts are all clean. You get a good connection to the game. Sticker residue. Oh, wait, do you guys remember this collection? Was it the one that had all the stuff on it from rental stores? And then this whole cart. And plus just a couple Wii Fit boards. I was just shipping out one of these today. What people don't realize is these Wii Fit boards, if you find one, I don't know, locally or something, like people stomp on these with their feet, and I'm touching it. People stomp on these with their feet. They come in looking hideous, and it's definitely not something you'd want to buy and have your kids play with. So it all goes through our same process here, gets cleaned up, and it's going to be back to sparkling white like it should be. Kim's running the resurfacing machines like crazy over here. You can see she's got a ton of discs waiting to go into the resurfacing. Oh my gosh. Here are the little polishing heads for the resurfacing machines, and you can see there the machine's running right now. These little polishing discs make contact with the disc and spin real fast. And with the special compound, you can see right back here, this white stuff. It's a little bit gritty, and then polishes up the disc, gets it running again, popping up. Another one done. Xbox games come along this wall. Oh, here's the testing station for all the discs. So after they get resurfaced here, that's right, every single one of those 5,000 that you saw over there comes over here and gets tested out. All the different consoles are set up, plugged into different TVs. Gary, we'll be getting to collection today in just a couple minutes. Just finish up the store tour. Next department we're coming up to right around this corner, kind of sneak up on them. It's the inventory department. This is where all the stuff goes into stock. And it's just a huge task of getting all the stuff that I've shown you entered into stock correctly and up onto the website. Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys kind of got the first glimpse the other day. We're considering carrying VHS tapes. Babe, this was that pig that... Wait, was this the pig? Was this the spider that made the... No, that was Charlotte's Web. Oh, another pig movie. What is this? Shirley Temple as Heidi. You guys know what VHS tapes look like? Instead of the DVD or the Blu-ray movie, this is how they used to look. And you can see down in there that black tape. There's a lot more of it on that side. That spins around up inside here. And the VHS player, VCR, plays it up on the TV screen. Everything from movies to accessories to consoles, everything that we deal with here in the shop goes through the inventory department to, yeah, be kind and rewind. Exactly, Greg. Yeah, I'm sure there are going to be some in here that say it, especially if they came from rental shops. That was a big thing. Hope is over there carrying boxes. Guitar Hero guitars as well. This is the small handheld game section. So we've got these little trays separated by these little letter dividers, so it's easy to sort through the alphabet and see where you are. Switch games are done this way. M through R is in this bag. Game Boy Advance, Game Gear, and Game Boy Color. Games continue around the outside of the shop. N64, Genesis. What's going on, Alex? Good to see you. Nathan, my childhood. I know, Nathan. Me too. That's what's so cool about being here. I know. What's up, Jax? Do you know they don't clean the inside of the consoles? Jax, we just covered this. You just saw the room. You saw one being opened and cleaned. It's got to be tough to make comments like that when you just saw it. I don't know what more I can do. Switch games and TBC means to be created. These are likely games that we've never had on the website before, and created means creating the listing on the website so that we can then put it into stock. You can't put it into stock if you don't have a listing for it. Oh, and look, they even labeled these top priority. Why? Shovel Knight? Paw Patrol? Top priority? Okay. Bring back the VHS tape player, right, Justin? Right? Oh, it looks like some complete Wii systems in the box. And then just some overflow boxes. There's always stuff like this. Extra controllers just waiting in the wings. Things that are waiting to get worked on. I always thought this shelf was cool. Just filled with boxes. What's up, Jenna? Awesome. Might you had some VHS to send you. Cool, cool. Like I said, we're in the early stages of it, but yeah, it's coming. Games continuing down the wall, and we're going to finish up the store tour. Walking past the consoles. Here are the disc-only games. I've talked about this a lot when people send in games that, excuse me, don't have the case or manual. We list them as disc-only. Great option. Lots of people just want to play the games. They don't care if it has a case. What's up, Mike? Sorry haters gotta be hate. Yes, they're always here watching the videos. I know. I guess it's just neat to see. And the thing is, a lot of these people, well, another time. let me focus on the tour. Consoles are over here, and this is the cosmetically flawed section. So you can see here's a Super Nintendo that's kind of yellowed a little bit, not quite as gray as it should be. And that's indicated right here. With the condition being circled as acceptable, the A. There's good and acceptable. So all of these would have A's circled on it, and a lot of people ask, like, what's that mean? Does it not work, or does it? And here's a good example. Here's an Xbox. You see these scratches up here on the Xbox? Now remember, 30-year-old console. Not everything can be cleaned up. Some of the scratches won't come out of the plastic. So because it doesn't look quite as nice as the good condition stuff, we can mark it way down, sell it at a discount. People can pick it up if they just are looking to play. Oh man, another good example right here. Look at this Xbox. If I can kind of catch this in the light. I don't know why they would choose a plastic like this. Evidently they weren't thinking 20 years out into the future how it would look. But a real heavily shined plastic just gets scratched over time. Kids were playing with it. They'd put their games, throw their controllers up on top, and there is no getting these out. Sometimes people see this and are like, look, DKOldies, look what they did. This was probably filthy when it came in. They did all the same stuff, opened it up, cleaned inside and out, and cleaned this the best they could, but there's no way to remove scratches. Plus, a lot of people don't care. Like, even if there was an extensive way to remove all of these scratches, tons of people are like, no, please, leave it as it is. Don't spend more money on it. Let me be able to pick it up a little bit cheaper, because I don't care what it looks like. Wii systems, Wii U's. Oh, look at this cool Xbox. What is that? Neat silver color. And then good condition consoles are starting over here in this section. Let's take a quick glance. What's up, Eugene? I can't place your accent. Born and raised right here in Pennsylvania. East coast of Pennsylvania. I don't have an accent, by the way. I just speak like a normal person. No accent at all. Xboxes, 360s, cool looking blue one. Don't know what to say, it's pretty sweet. And now for the good condition Super Nintendo systems. You can see down here, nice and gray, cleaned up, looking great for somebody who does care about what it looks like. And you can see right up on there, circled a G for a good condition system. I'm a just want to play person. Jenna, I'm right there with you. I know exactly what you mean. I mean, like, maybe there'd be a small handful of my favorite games from my childhood, Mario Bros. 3. I could see wanting a real nice copy of that. But for the other games I played, Excite Bike and stuff, I don't care what it looks like. I'm not featuring that up on my shelf. I just want to play. Just want to play Excite Bike. And then finally, as we are just about back at the shipping table, we're walking past the handhelds, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, wow, Game Boy SPs. I'm surprised by how big the DKOldies warehouse actually is. Yeah, Summer, until you've actually walked around it like this, so we're looking all the way down there to that wall. Whew. And then I don't know if you can make out the DKOldies banner way up there in the distance. Okay, well, that was the tour. Get ready, we're opening up a new collection. What do you guys think? Let me know for when I do this next time. Plus, leave a comment. Let me know if you're listening to this audio style. If you're not able to watch, you're at work, driving in the car, and you just happen to be listening, let me know if me kind of explaining the tour helped at all. I'm going to continue to do that for the rest of the stream as we open up this next collection. Whew, okay. I'm out of breath. I've been talking here for 20 minutes straight. Let me catch my breath, and we're going to open up this collection right here. Will DKOldies ever do a retail front for local shoppers? So it is something we've considered, and back when we were far smaller, like, you know, years and years ago, we would let a local customer come in here and there. It wasn't ever a big thing or something we advertised, but once we moved into this larger warehouse, you can see the main reason, it's not that we don't want it, we're not set up like a retail store. There's no cash register, the aisles are filled with accessories, and the whole cleaning team is working right out here in the center of the floor, so we're just not set up like that. But who knows? Someday in the future, I think it'd be cool to have a storefront. Maybe even something smallish that you could see, and you could, you know, we could come and get items from the main. I don't know, however it could work, but. What's going on, Louie? Good to see you there in Facebook. Scammer, huh? Louie, I just toured our whole shop. I put it all out there for you, Louie. If this doesn't convince you, Louie, nothing will. Okay. Barnes & Noble box. Let's see what is inside. And this is going to be the latest stuff. Just like I showed off all the product all around the shop, this is where it all starts. Over in the opening department, they handed us off this box that we're going to check out here live. And it's going to be the latest stuff that goes through these processes and ends up at the website, DKOldies. Okay, well, I see the box appears to be, hold on, it's coming to us from a Casey in Buena Vista, Colorado. Okay, I see this item right here, I'm interested in it. First item out of today's collection, it's a Zelda amiibo. Wolf Link. What is that guy? It's a small character wearing a headdress, a head thing, and it's sitting astride a wolf, it appears. The wolf is also wearing something on its head, striking a pose. Very cool. Very, very cool. I work in a warehouse too. Fish hooks. You guys make fish hooks? No kidding, that's wild. It's always neat to see the behind the scenes process of how this stuff comes out. Remember like how it's made, right? Isn't that the show? I'm hoping I'm kind of giving you that sort of idea. You get to see how the games are refurbished and kept alive. Tomo says, you've got an American accent. I don't know, Tomo. Just just talk like a normal guy. Just a normal guy. Twilight Princess. Yes, indeed. I do see that as well. Summer, I used to have a tape rewinder as well. The old VHS tapes, that's what we used to do. Yep, I remember. Okay, I'm going to fly through this collection today because the focus was on the store tour. So let me fly. Is it an old Dollar Tree with green topped walls? Honestly, I don't remember what was here. I could see Dollar Tree though. It does kind of give that vibe. I think we put up these slat walls that the shelves can hang on, but okay, faster. Super 5 player. Looks like you're able to play the NES. with 5 controllers. It's crazy. Switch controller charging dock, maybe? GameCube. Oh, the wireless controller for the GameCube. The Wavebird. That's cool. Is Christmas the busiest time of year? Yeah, it is. Christmas goes crazy. Like we, hire a bunch of help for just around Christmas time. We actually start hiring them early. Like September. So they have a few weeks, few months to get in here and get up to speed with all the processes, and then they're basically just helping get a crazy amount of orders out the door. Yeah, I mean, if you were watching any of the streams for last Christmas, I was showing some of that off. It is crazy. Jedi Survivor and a farming game. Some PS4. Oh, and that one's a PS5 game. That's cool. More PS5. That's neat. What's this? Super Nintendo game still in its box. Naruto. Zumba. Gun. That's cool to find. Black Ops. Call of Duty and Titanfall. Man, I remember how good Titanfall was. Have I ever done an order in person? So yes, people can come up and, like, if they place an order online, they can say, I want to come by, I'm local, I don't want to ship it, I just want to come and pick it up. So, and sometimes they'll even come and, need help getting the order placed out in the parking lot. And so, yeah, I've helped with that in the past. It's really cool getting to, I don't know, to actually get to chat with the customers. When you're an online shop, you don't get that quite as much, so... what do you do with the PS5 games, Joey? Good question, Lois. So I'm not 100%. That'd be a better question for the inventory team. They could be, we will be selling them eventually. So they could be being stocked up somewhere waiting for when we do sell them. Possibly they're wholesaled out. There are some things that we just don't carry. We have people that'll buy just wholesale lots from us. Lost Planet. I think I remember this. I think you could, like, go inside the giant monsters and fight them. What's going on? Caribou. Fellow Caribou. Yes, I do my best to read the chat. I do indeed. I'm streaming live right now on Facebook and YouTube. Comments are coming in like crazy, but I do my best. What is this? A little keychain of games? Okay. Some discs, Tomb Raider and Spec Ops. Midna and Wolf Link. What's Midna? And Wolf Link? What do you mean? Like Link became a wolf? Silent Hill. That was the manual for the game. Chords. Call of Duty stuff, SoulCal. Don't watch on YouTube. Too many spammers, Blake. Yeah, I know. YouTube likes to think they're snarky, but I like to give them attention as well. Like I said, when people send in discs that don't have the case or manual, good example right there. Controllers for PlayStation, Xbox. Ooh, Switch game, Mega Man. PS3, Xbox One, let's see. Assassin's Creed, Drakengard. Nathan, it is a mixed collection, I know. I love getting to see that too. A little tiny PSP game. It's a Grand Theft Auto game. That's cool. PlayStation controller. That looks cool. How do you work on video games? Here's one of my favorites. How do you work on video games? Hold on. And not know Wolflink and Midna from a big entry in the franchise. All right, Gabriel. 2 seconds for you, Gabriel. Do you see how many games are in the shop? The wall of Wii games. All the way down there for Xbox, Nintendo 64, tens of thousands. I don't even know. I couldn't even guess. Not even counting all of the disc games. I'm not an expert in any of this by any means, and honestly, I don't want to be. I'm an enthusiast. I like being around this stuff. I have other interests as well, but I like being around all this stuff from my childhood. Believe me, we have plenty of people here who are deep into the hobby. And believe me, they will out-trivia you, Gabriel, all day long. But that's not what we value here. It does not matter how much it is you know. And that's the same thing that we say about our entire community. So many game places out there are just awkward to walk into. We hear about it from people time and time again. The mom who went off to go get her son a game on the Switch. She thought it was for the PlayStation, though, and when she goes in and starts asking for this PlayStation game from the employee at the store, he just speaks down to her and says, "What do you think that's for the PlayStation?" Like, the places can be intimidating because that's what they value, is all the intricate knowledge of which game on which system. Most people don't care about that. That's what basically made us as big as we are. Is we cater to the much wider audience of people who are just enthusiasts and not experts. That's how we became as big as we did. Kind of the biggest secret there is. Okay. Some more Assassin's Creed stuff on 360 and Call of Duty. Diablo, Skyrim, and Sonic. Check out this controller. Is it smaller than normal? It's cute. Gabriel, enthusiast, you don't know that big of an entry. No, Gabriel, believe me. We did this the other day where we walked around and we were pulling games off the shelf, just seeing if people knew them. Believe me, if we went around and just pulled games off the shelf, you would be shocked. And yes, there are definitely some big, major titles out there that, no, I have not played and don't know anything about. I might get to them someday. Maybe. What's up, Joseph? No, I don't own DK Oldies. I work here in our social media department. Been here for quite a few years. At this point, I've basically worked in all the departments. And I love it. It's an absolute great job to have. Got a great team of people here, too. Sonic, a Metroid game. Looks like somebody 3D printed a game holder. A game holder? What would oh wait, Game Boy games maybe sit inside there? Like that? Huh. Oh, look, here's another one. For Nintendo Switch games. All right, hold on, I want to try this. Cool. Cool. Another controller. Stand for PS5 games. Crazy. 2 sealed copies of Deus Ex. I did get some Pokemon cards. You guys see that too? I don't know anything about Pokemon cards, but sure enough. Oddish. Binnacle. And here's the final item in here. What is this? A Nintendo World Championship Switch. Test your skills against the world. Compete in weekly world championships. 150 challenges, 13 NES games. It comes with the game, a replica game pack, a set of pins and art cards. Yo, that's cool. Very neat find. Finishing off today's collection. Like I said, you never know what you're going to find down in here. We had some games, accessories, an amiibo, and Pokemon cards. Very, very cool. Okay. Oh, there's Jordan and John. John's great. I was just speaking with him outside. Looks like they're having an intense conversation. Look at Jordan's cool shirt. We've got those green ones for sale right here behind me. Got the blue DKOldies shirt as well as purple and green as well. You could look just like Jordan. Okay, without further ado, let's do today's giveaway. Holy smokes, is that the time? I didn't realize. That's another good sign, I think. Like, it's tough to have time fly when you're at work. You know, time kind of drags and can stretch, but it's just fun here. Especially when I get to do these streams and chat with all of you guys, hundreds of people all across the country, oh, the world, live, Facebook, YouTube. Giveaway coming up here in just a second. But yeah, it is. It's a blast. And like, I didn't realize 50 minutes just blew by. All right, let's do the giveaway. While I've been streaming, 6 names have been picked at random and placed upon the prize wheel. Going to give the wheel a spin, see who today's winner is. We're playing for 20 bucks in-store credit. Come on down, pick up some of that stuff I was showing off for free. Courtesy of Drew and I. All right, the wheel is spinning. A longtime viewer, Sir Charles. Congratulations, Sir Charles. You are today's winner. 20 bucks in store credit. Some of you guys have been here for quite a while. I recognize many, many of the names in chat. Sir Charles has been here for quite a bit. Good to have you guys. Congratulations, Sir Charles. I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon. I'll be back tomorrow with more videos, guys. See ya.